Today we will discuss about various pattern of rural settlement, and we already studied that pattern means it is the geographical shape of a settlement. On the basis of geographical shape, broadly settlements are 8 to 9 types are there. These are linear pattern of settlement, rectangular pattern of settlement, circular pattern of settlement, star like pattern of settlement, T shape settlement, Y shape settlement, crossroad settlement, and semicircular settlement, triangular settlement. In this way various types of various pattern of settlements are there on the basis of its shape. Today we will discuss about all these pattern one after another. First of all, we will discuss about the linear pattern of settlement. The linear pattern of settlement, which is clearly looks like a line. The linear pattern of settlements are generally found along the river bank. The linear pattern of settlement, for example, this is a river bank, or this is a national highway, a railway line. Okay. So, it generally develops a linear structure. So, when a village set up at the bank of a river, it take the shape of a line, or when it is set up along the at the side of national highway or railway line, then it takes the shape of a line, and these types of settlements are known as linear pattern of settlement. These linear pattern of settlements usually found in plain area where there are rivers, roads and railway lines are there. After the linear pattern of settlements, there is another pattern of settlement, that is called rectangular pattern of settlements. Now, why the settlement pattern is rectangular in shape? The rectangular pattern of settlement similarly develop a rectangular structure. How it is develop a rectangular structure and why it is found in which area? Today now we will discuss about that. For example, it is a plain area. And at the plain area, the village can grow in every directions. The settlements can grow in every direction from the center to periphery. In such cases where there are good communication systems are there and good transportation systems are there, plain land is there, in such cases the settlement grow from center to periphery in every direction in a similar manner, and it developed a rectangular pattern of settlement. After the rectangular pattern of settlement, we will discuss about the circular pattern of settlements. Circular pattern of settlements are generally circular in shape. Now, where the circular pattern of settlements are found? For example, it is a oasis or a lake or a mountain or hill station. In such cases what happened? The settlement developed around the water body. For example, if it is a oasis, if it is a lake, if it is a hill station, the households or settlements developed around the water body or hill in form of a circle, and it develops a circular pattern of settlement. Such type of rural settlements are generally found in Rajasthan desert, where oases are located, in the hill stations, and where there are water bodies are located like lakes are located. Such settlements patterns are found. After the circular pattern of settlement, next we will discuss about the star shape pattern of settlement. In star shape pattern of settlement, the settlement shape take a shape of a star, and where the central place is a most important place. For example, it may be a temple, it may be a administrative area or CBD, central business district, or CBD area, or where highly influential area, highly capitalized area. In such cases, the roads are connected from the center to periphery, and the roads are connected and its move from center to periphery in every direction. In such cases, the settlements developed at the transportation network, and it's develop a shape of a star. So, these types of settlements pattern are known as star shape pattern, settlement pattern. After the star shape settlement pattern, we will discuss about T shape settlement pattern. Now, what is T shape settlement pattern? When the settlement develop a structure of a T, for example, two road cross each other in form of a T, and the settlements developed along the transportation network, then these types of settlement pattern is known as T shape settlement pattern. After T shape settlement pattern, we will discuss about Y shape settlement pattern. It is also a settlement which developed at the crossroad, for example, or these types of settlement pattern found at the delta area. For example, this is a river and it has started formation of the distributary, and distributary will form, and in such cases, if the settlement pattern will develop at the bank of the river, then it will develop a Y shape settlement pattern. Another interesting settlement pattern developed here at the deltaic area, that is triangular settlement pattern. If the households are located at the delta region, then it is known as triangular settlement pattern. It is developed the shape of a triangle. After it, we will discuss about crossroad settlement pattern. Crossroad settlement pattern itself, it signifies it has crossed the roads like this, like a crucifixion, like a cross, and these types of settlement patterns are also found where the roadway network or railway networks cross each other. In such cases, it is known as crossroad settlement pattern. In this way, various settlement patterns are found based on their geographical shape. Now, we will discuss about, after the settlement pattern, we will discuss about various problems of rural settlement. What are the different problems generally we found in our rural area or rural settlements of India? Now, we will discuss. We all know our India is a country of villages, where more than 6 lakh villages are there in our country, and more than 68% people are living in the villages. So, rural development, India develop when the rural area of the country will develop. Therefore, APJ Abdul Kalam, the late president of the country, once given the concept of Pura, means providing urban facility in rural area. And Mahatma Gandhi also told, when the villages will develop, then only the nation India will develop. But till today, our rural area suffering from lot of problems, and there are some rural problems which we will discuss right now. First problem is lack of infrastructure. Till today, most of the villages are lack of basic infrastructure in India, like roadway infrastructure, irrigation, electricity, education, health, just like the basic infrastructure also not found in most of the villages of the nation, and the infrastructural problems are more prominent in the northeastern state and in the underdeveloped region of the country. Another problem is inadequate water supply. The villages of our country do not have drinking water facilities. Only the tube wells are in some villages tube wells are located, whereas the clean drinking water facility till today unreached by most of the rural area of our nation. Another big problem, rural problem in India is absence of toilet and garbage disposal system. In villages, generally we notice that there is no solid waste management system, no garbage disposal system, no safety latrine and toilets. People used to go outside for their toilets, and less hygiene conditions are maintained. Hygiene is totally nil. Because of that only our present Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has given the concept of Swachhata Abhijan. Under that Swachhata Abhijan, he has provided safety latrine to all the rural peoples, and under direct benefit, cash benefit transfer, they are provided with safety latrines. After that, various pollution borne disease like waterborne disease, airborne disease and other vector borne disease, these are the various, there are various disease are found in our rural area, and most of them are pollution borne disease. Mainly the problem is waterborne disease, as because of very feeble hygiene is maintained in rural area, the waterborne disease like jaundice and cholera and all the other waterborne diseases are more prominent in rural area. Then unmetalled road and lack of modern communication network. Most of the villages till today, not most of the, some villages till today, some portion of villages till today are out of the proper communication network or all weather road, and such villages are till today not able to connected to main cities or the district headquarter or the state capital. So, that is a very big problem in the rural area, it is noticed. Another big problem in the rural area is difficulties in getting emergency services. There are several emergency services like firefighting, ambulance service, medical service, healthcare service, and there are in these essential services or emergency services till today not able to reach the interior of the rural area. So, it is another big problem. Nowadays, after the urbanization, rising urbanization, some other problems have been noticed in rural area, that is most of the able youth, that is the young mass migrating to urban area in search of job, whereas in rural area there are no people or no manpower to do the work, to do the agricultural works or any other form of work. That is another big problem, that is shortage of manpower and working force, labor force. Another big problem in rural area due to that is demographic imbalance, due to large number of manpower, or that is mainly male people migrating from rural area to urban area, there is demographic disturbance, that is imbalance in sex ratio is noticed. In this way, various social, economical and demographic problems are noticed in the rural area of our country. After the completion of rural settlement, now we are going to discuss about the urban settlement of our nation, that is India. Before going to urban settlement, let me first explain what is a urban area, what is the definition of a urban area, what is the history of urbanization in India, there are how many types of urban settlements are there, what is urbanism, what is urbanization, what is conurbation, and what are the problems of urban settlements we have noticed in India, we will discuss in this topic. Before going to the topic, let me first tell you, India is a country where urbanizations were found date back to Indus Valley civilization, that is around 4000 year before. Presently, we are in 21st century, and in 17th century BC or 2500 century BC, Indus Valley civilization was flourished in India, that is at the bank of river Indus at Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat and western Uttar Pradesh. Indus Valley civilization was a urban settlement. The roads were metalled, there were drainage system, there were well developed and well planned urban towns were there. So, that is the first urban settlement noticed in India. After the with the flow of time, the concept of urbanization, the concept of urbanism and numbers of urban settlement have been changed in India. Now, I am going to tell you what is urban settlement. Urban settlements are generally compact and large in size, just like just opposite to the rural settlements. Urban area are generally large and compact in size. There is no vacant land between the households in urban area, because land cost is very high, and as because large number of people are staying, it is more complex structure than that of the rural area. Large number of people engaged in varieties of non-agricultural economic activity, that is tertiary and quaternary activity or service sector activity, and around the urban area there is a ring of rural area is found, and the transition zone between the rural area and urban area is known as rural urban fringe. Now, when I will show you the structure of a urban area, I will demonstrate the picture. And exchange of goods and services is performed sometime through a series of market town and cities. As per our census definition, when we call a settlement as a urban settlement, as per the census definition, when there will be more than 5,000 people living, where there is the density, population density will be more than 400, and more than 75% people are involved in non-agricultural activity, that area is known as urban area. On that basis, if the urban settlement of the country are categorized, then there are more than 4,000 cities are there in India. Out of that, 300 cities have more than 1 lakh population. The total urban population of our country is 32% of the total population, and more than 56 million cities are found in India. The metro cities, which is more than the where the population is more than 5 million, 5 number of metro cities are located in the country, and even bigger population cities, that is mega cities, are also found in our country. So, this is a broad analysis or broad description about the urban settlements which are found in our country. Now, we will discuss about what is urbanization. Urbanization, it is a process, it is the process by which the rural area converted to urban area. This process is known as urbanization. Now, what is urbanism? Urbanism is a behavioral concept, a psychological concept, where the people's behavior, their lifestyle, their thinking, their wearing, their socio-cultural system completely change into a urban culture, and that process, it is the process by which when a person migrate from a rural area to a urban area, his complete socio-cultural system change, and he adopted to be a urban man, and this process is known as urbanism. Now, I will show you how a urban area, that is a city, looks like. A urban area usually can be found in different segment, different zone, that is at the center of the urban area. This is called CBD. CBD. CBD means Central Business District. Central Business District. The CBD is high economic zone where the land cost is very high, where most of the markets and most of the big malls are located. We can take example of Bhubaneswar. If we will take Bhubaneswar as the urban town, then the Rajmahal area or the Master Canteen area will be the CBD, where most of the malls and big market centers are located. Here the land cost will be very high, it is well connected by the road, and this is called the central business districts. Around the CBD there is a zone, another high economic zone is there, which is occupied by high income group. After this high economic zone, at the periphery, this is a transition zone. This is called rural urban fringe. Rural urban fringe. And after the rural urban fringe, the rural settlements are found. So why this is called rural urban fringe? Because this zone indicate both the rural landform, rural land use pattern and urban land use pattern similarly found in this area. Because of this region, this is called rural urban fringe, or this is a transition zone where both the rural activity and urban activities are located. This is the end of a urban area. After the end, the rural area started. So this is a structure of a urban area, that is from the center towards the periphery, urbanization decreases and rural activity increases. After the structure of or shape of a urban area, we will discuss about various type of urban area. What are the various types of urban settlement are found in India? We will discuss about that one after another. But before going to the type of urban settlement, I will tell you first, as per the census of India, how many types of urban settlements found in India. Broadly 6 type of urban settlement found in India as per the census definition, that is class 1 town, class 2 town, class 3 town, class 4 town, class 5 town and class 6 town. On the basis of population, the urban settlements are categorized in 6 class, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, on the basis of evolution, the towns are categorized as ancient town, medieval town and modern town. Then on the basis of its population size, it is again divided into town, city, million city, mega city, metropolis, tyrannopolis and necropolis. On the basis of its function, the urban area again classified into various type, that is administrative town, commercial town, port town, recreational town, religious town, educational town and mining town, industrial town. In this way, the urban area classified various type on the basis of its function. Now we will discuss about various type of urban settlement one by one. The various type of urban settlement, when we will discuss about on different basis how it is categorized, I will show you on this chart. Now types of urban settlement. On the basis of its evolution, it is broadly 3 types, that is one is ancient town, second is medieval town, third is modern town. on the basis of a census categorization. As per the census classification, it is 6 type, that is class 1 town, class 2 town, class 3 town, class 4, class 5, class 6. On the basis of census classification, census of India, it is 6 type. On the basis of again the size of population, it is various type, that is town, city, million city, metro city, then megalopolis, mega city, necropolis, and tyrannopolis. So, these are various types of urban settlement on the basis of the population size, that is town, city, million city, metro city, mega city, necropolis and tyrannopolis. Again it is various types of urban settlements are there on the basis of its function. On the basis of function, a town can be of various type. It may be a administrative town, may be a port town, commercial town, religious town, recreational town, mining town, industrial town, and so. So, types of urban settlement are various type on different basis. Now, we will discuss about each and every urban town, that is urban settlement one by one on the basis of evolution, on the basis of census classification, on the basis of size of population and on the basis of function. First, we will discuss about the urban settlement on the basis of its evolution. Here it is clearly visible the Banaras city in this picture. Ancient town, on the basis of evolution, if we look the town, ancient towns were found some 2000 or more 2000 or 1000 year before. At that time most of the urban centers were mostly developed around the religious centers, that is temple, church, and there are large number of examples of urban towns, urban centers are there in ancient time, that is Varanasi, that is Kashi and Prayag in Allahabad, Pataliputra, Madurai. These are all ancient urban towns, though which is flourished based on the religious and cultural significance. After the ancient urban settlements, next come the medieval towns. The medieval towns generally flourished during the period of Mughal. With the invasion of Mughal, with the invasion of the Muslims in India, fortification started, construction of fort, domes and all this started in India for security purpose, and most of the urban center developed in India around the fort, that is Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Lucknow, Agra, Nagpur. These are all medieval town which generally developed around the fort and fortified settlements, fortified towns. There are large number of medieval towns are found and most of them flourished during the Mughal rule or Muslim rule in India. After the medieval town, next comes the modern town. With the flow of time, the British came to our country and India became a colony. With the colonialization by the British, the modern town developed in India, and most of the modern towns were developed on European and British style of development, large skyscraper and well connected road, railway system, port system, everything developed with the flow of time, and large number of modern urban settlements developed, that is in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, and presently Bangalore is also a big urban center, which is also known as Silicon Valley of India, and because of the technology it has developed. Post independent period, another period where urbanization take a new shape, that is planning town. After the independence in India, the construction of planned city became a new concept. The planned city Mumbai, the planned city Chandigarh and Bhubaneswar developed in post independent period. When Bhubaneswar become established as a capital of Odisha in 1948, at that time Bhubaneswar was not like this, which is presently a million city. Only 20,000 people were living in these cities, living in this area, in Bhubaneswar area. It was not at all a city even, but presently it is a million city. And at that time Quensberger, a German town planner, planned the town of Bhubaneswar, and at that time he planned it for 40,000 people, but with the flow of time, after 75 years, it has converted into a million city. Similarly, Chandigarh was planned by a German town planner named as Le Corbusier. In this way, in the post independent era, there is concept of planning town developed, and large number of towns are nowadays set up based on the planning. This is the different type, that is on the basis of evolution, that is ancient, medieval, modern and post independent. After that, next comes the different varieties of town on the basis of census classification. On the basis of census classification, the urban areas are broadly categorized into 5 classes, that is class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. On which basis it is categorized? On the basis of population, that is class 1 is more than 1 lakhs, more than 1 lakh population, that is comes under class 1 town. If the population is between 50,000 to 99,999, then it is known as class 2 town. And if the population is between 20,000 to 49,999, then it is called class 3 town. Similarly, if the population is between 10,000 to 19,999, then it is called class 4 town. If the population is between 5,000 to 9,999, then it is called class 5 town, and if it is less than 5,000, then it is called class 5 town. In this way, on the basis of population, the towns are classified by the census of India, that is class 1 town, class 2 town, class 3 town, class 4 town, class 5 town. It is in this pie chart clearly visible that the population of class 1 town is far more than that of the other towns, and its percentage contribution is very high. And in this table also it is clearly visible, that is the contribution of class 1 town to the out of the total urban population is 60%, whereas class 2 town contribution is only 16%, then class 3 town contribution is 15%, class 4 town contribution is 8%, class 5 town contribution is 4%, and class 6 town contribution is 0.51%, which indicates large number of people preferring to live in the class 1 town. In India, more than 1 lakh is called city or town, and between 1 to 5 million are known as metropolis, more than 5 million are known as mega cities, and beyond that it is known as urban agglomeration. Now, we will discuss about on the basis of size of population how the town, cities, metropolis, million cities are categorized into various class. If the population is less than 1 lakh, it is town, less than 1 lakh. If it is more than 1 lakh, it is called a city. Similarly, if the population is more than a million, then it is called more than a million, then it is called a million city. If it is more than 5 million, then it is called a metro city. If the population is more than 8 million, it is called mega city. And the concept of necropolis and tyrannopolis, these are two conceptual cities. This tyrannopolis is a city of dead. Now, what is city of dead? Where the city, the size of the city expands so large, it becomes so large that it is not able to properly administrate the town, or it is not able to properly continue the urbanization process. The administrative failure started, the people started leaving the city, the air, water, everything becomes so much polluted that it is not suitable for live, and people leave the city and they migrate to any other place. Therefore, the city completely turn into a ghost town, and such towns are known as tyrannopolis or necropolis or city of dead. Such types of town till today not found in India, but such large towns which has completely converted into ghost towns are found in European countries and American countries. After this different type of classification on the basis of size of population, we will discuss about different types of urban settlement on the basis of its function. On the basis of its function, the urban area can be classified into various types, that is administrative town, port town, commercial town, religious town, recreational town, municipal town, mining town, industrial town. In this way, various type of classification can be done on the basis of its function. Now, how it can be classified on the basis of function? Because we all knows in a town people perform various type of activity. We cannot say that a particular activity only confined only found in a town. Administrative activity, sports activity, commercial activity, all form of activity found in a town. So, how we can classify a urban area on the basis of its function? Irrespective of large number of or large varieties of function found in a urban area, there are certain function or a specific function which is predominant in that urban area. That is called on that basis the town is classified. For example, Bhubaneswar. Bhubaneswar is a administrative town because the primary function of this town is administration. On the basis of dominant or specialized function, Indian cities and town can be broadly classified into various form, that is administrative, port, commercial, religious, recreational, mining, industrial, all these varieties. So, we will discuss about all the various form of town on the basis of its predominant function. First one is known as administrative town. Now, what is a administrative town or what is administrative cities? It is the city where predominant activities are administration, which support administrative headquarters or higher orders, where the predominant function is administration. Now, I can give you the example of Chandigarh, New Delhi, Bhubaneswar, Guwahati. Generally, the state capital or the national capitals are mostly found the administrative town, because most of the administrative building and official structures are found in this town and the predominant function is administration. After the administrative town, next comes the industrial town. Industrial town are generally developed around industries, and the predominant function of the industrial town is industrial activities. If we will take examples of various industrial town from India, it is clearly we will found some town like Raulkela, like Jamshedpur, like Coimbatore, Bhilai. These are some towns where the predominant activities are industrial activity, and because of the industry these towns have been flourished and developed. Therefore, these towns are known as industrial town. After the industrial town, next we will discuss, that is transport town. Now, what is a transport town? Where the how even transport is a predominant activity in a town? Yes, there may be certain towns which is completely based upon the transportation network. Because of the proper transportation and communication systems, such urban area developed and flourished, and the most important activities are transportation. So, such towns are generally Mughalsarai, Katni, Jhansi, Nagpur. These towns are located at the transportation node at the middle of the transportation networks. So, such towns are known as transportation cities. After the transportation cities, we will discuss about the commercial town. What is a commercial town? A commercial town, similarly like other town, where the commercial activities are predominant, such towns are known as commercial towns. We can take examples from our local area, that is Cuttack. Cuttack was earlier an administrative town, it was the capital of Odisha, but presently commercial activities are predominant. So, Cuttack presently is a commercial town, because most important activity people perform here are trade and commerce. Just like Cuttack, there are large number of commercial towns are found in India, that is Kolkata, Saharanpur, Satana. In this way, commercial towns are also towns where predominant activity is trade and commerce. After the commercial town, we will discuss about the mining town. Mining towns are the town which is completely based upon the mining activity. These towns are flourished around the mines, and because of the mining activity these towns are developed. Therefore, these towns generally found in the mineral rich area, that is in India found in Chhota area, Chhota plateau area. Such mineral towns or mining towns are Raniganj, Jharia, Digboi, Ankleshwar. In our Odisha also there are large number of mining towns found, that is Talcher, which is completely based upon the coal mining, that is Kiriburu, that is also a mining town found in Odisha. It is located in Chhota plateau area in Sundargarh and Keonjhar belt, which is famous for iron mining. Another mining town found in our Jajpur, Sukinda area, where because of the mining activity the town has been flourished. In this way, large number of mining towns are found in India, which is completely based upon the mineral resource. After the mining town, we will discuss about the cantonment town or garrison town. Cantonment towns are developed by the military activities or the military personnel by the for the defense, and it is completely entitled for the defense activity. Generally defense personnel stay in this area, and therefore it is known as cantonment town. Such towns are Ambala, Jalandhar, Udhampur, Bhavani. Such towns are also found in India in large in number. After cantonment town, what is educational town? Educational towns are the town where most important activity or the most dominant activity are education. That may be higher education, may be medical education, may be any form of education, but because of educational activity most of the town developed, and such towns are known as educational town. For example, Roorkee, Varanasi, Aligarh, Pilani, Allahabad, and in Rajasthan there is a town known as Kota. Kota, which it was a very small village, but because of IIT and civil service institution, large number of coaching institutions and educational centers have been flourished in the have been predominant in that area, that settlement converted into a educational town, and such educational towns generally perform predominant activity, that is education. After the educational town, religious and cultural towns. There are large number of religious. India is a country of culture and religion. So, large number of religious and cultural towns are found in India. For example, we can take the local example from our state, that is Puri. Puri, where large number of people are staying in that area, and they completely depending upon the religious activity, that is Jagannath temple. Similarly, other religious and cultural towns like Varanasi, Mathura, Amritsar, Madurai, Ajmer, Pushkar, Tirupati, Kurukshetra, Haridwar, Ujjain, and various other prominent religious places and places of cultural significance have gradually developed into town area, and such towns are known as cultural towns. After that, tourist town. What is a tourist town? A town where predominant activity is tourism, that is known as tourist town. There are large number of tourist towns also found in our country, and such tourist towns are that may be a hill station, that may be a national park area, that may be a area of natural beauty. So, large number of tourist towns also found in India, which is Nainital, Mussoorie, Shimla, Panchmari, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, Ooty, Mount Abu. In this way, large number of tourist destinations are found in our country, which is known as tourist town. After this, in this way, there are various towns, various types of urban areas are found in our country on the basis of its function. So, this is the various types of urban settlement on the basis of its population size, on the basis of census classification, on the basis of its evolution, and on the basis of function. Next, we will discuss about various urban problem. What are the various urban problems India facing right now, or what are the different problems of urbanizations we are facing at present? We will discuss about it one by one. Urban area nowadays facing lot of problem. The first problem is overpopulation and congestion. Most of the urban area, that may be Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata or Chennai, most of the urban area facing overpopulation problem. Even the population of Delhi and Mumbai more than 2 crore. So, the huge number of people living in a city causing severe problem of overpopulation and congestion in that area. Next, another big problem is that is housing problem. Because of large number of people living in cities, big cities, housing problem is a very big problem found in the urban area. After the housing problem, garbage disposal, pollution, unemployment and urban crime, these are certain problems found in urban area of our country. Thank you.